What's up, YouTube? T-Movies here. Sony Pictures has dropped its trailer for the upcoming film titled A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, which is a biopic about famed TV personality Mr. Rogers, and it stars Tom Hanks as, Mr. Rogers. And it's pretty much a film it's based on a true story of a real-life friendship between Mr. Rogers and this journalist named Tom Janad, who is assigned to interview Mr. Rogers, and you know, and during the process, they developed like a really great bond, a great friendship that had throughout. And Matthew Reese actually from the Americas fame plays the role of Tom Jenna, while you got Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers, who of course his real name is Fred Rogers. Okay, I'm gonna say this now. The trailer made me shed a few tears. I mean, I had to man tears while watching this trailer. I mean, obviously I didn't really grew up with Mr. Rogers, because Mr. Rogers was ahead of my time. But I actually, sort of grew up, still watching this show. I watched the reruns on PBS. Yeah, I watched PBS stuff when I was a kid. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, when I was a child, I did watch Sesame Street and all that. But I really got a kick out of Mr. Rogers. His Mr. Rogers was, he was really kind. He was like a real kind-hearted soul. He was really America's sweetheart. So having America's sweetheart, like fellow America's sweetheart Tom Hanks, as Mr. Rogers, that is perfect casting. I mean, they really made Tom Hanks look so much like Mr. Rogers. They made him, like Tom Hanks ended up sounding so much like Mr. Rogers. I mean, sort of like how, in the movie Lincoln, with Dan Day-Lewis embodying the role of Abraham Lincoln. Here, Tom Hanks really embodies the role of Mr. Rogers. And also, if this might go a little bit off subject, but if you guys never seen the documentary "Won't You Be My Neighbor," which got released last year, and should have been nominated and won the Oscar for Best Documentary, but I'm still a little ticked off about that. But whatever. If you guys haven't seen that documentary, do yourself a favor, watch "Won't You Be My Neighbor." It is maybe one of the best documentaries I have ever seen. I really love that movie. It's maybe one of the very few documentaries that actually ended up being in my top 10 favorite movies of the year it got released. And it's great. It really showed how great of a soul Mr. Rogers was, and that movie will make you weep. And really, Mr. Rogers is also the only person who can really defeat. Let's be for real. Mr. Rogers he would have been literally the only person who could defeat Thanos. Like, let's be for real there. But that's a topic for another day. But as for A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, I love this trailer. I love the opening, and the way they had the magic, land of make believe looked amazing. And at the end, with those kids singing the song "Won't You Be My Neighbor," which was also a feature in the documentary. I mean, I definitely cannot wait for A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. I mean, Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers, why not? I think that's perfect casting. And I tell you right now, this has Oscars written all over it. Just from the trailer alone, give this, like, forget every other movie that's coming out this year. You know what? Give the Oscars to A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. I just think this looks magnificent, and I cannot wait to see it. Anyway, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood will hit theaters on November 22nd, and I'm definitely watching this when it premieres. I just really got a kick out of this trailer, and yeah. But let me leave you guys. What did you thought of the trailer for A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood? Did you like it? Are you looking forward for it? And what do you think about Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers? Do you think he looks and sounds a lot like him? And, drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is T Movies. Signing off.